But let's get into it because I already know this is gonna be a brand new segment right here. Because, like you mentioned earlier, Kendrick took some jabs at some motherfuckers. You know, most notably, two iconic figures in the hip hop game. You know, and let's talk about Snoop. I want to get Snoop out the way first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kendrick had a line saying that I ain't about to I'm just gonna paraphrase, but basically saying he felt the way about Snoop posting TaylorMade. And I'm not gonna lie, at the time when Snoop posted that, I was kind of like, damn, that's kind of crazy. You know, to myself, I was like, well, maybe he reposted it because it had him in it. You know, it had his likeness in it. Like, I know he ain't trying to diss Kendrick because that's not how Aftermath roll. They kick Game out the motherfucking click for that. You know what I'm saying? They don't roll like that. So I took it that way. But evidently, Kendrick took it the way I thought, perceived it at first. Which was unfortunate, but well, first of all, I don't want to keep rambling. What you think about that? You know what I'm saying? Snoop reposting that song.
That is crazy. But like you said, if it has his likeness in it, I mean, I get that part. But at the same time, it's looking suspect.
It's looking very suspect. But you know what? And I'm gonna keep listening to the album, but I don't think he addressed this. But he ain't say nothing about 50 though. You know, doing this whole beef, 50 was taking pictures with Drake in the club. You know what I'm saying? Had his arm around him and shit. You know, some people might perceive that as, hey, what's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? But he ain't addressed that.
He don't have no allegiance to 50, do he? Just other than
Aftermath though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Other than that,
Aftermath tree, yeah. Okay. Aftermath tree, and 50 been on some Kendrick songs. Kendrick's been on some 50 songs. They work together. It seemed like a unified front from the outside looking in. I ain't never known them niggas ain't never traded no words. 50 ain't never joked about Kendrick, so I ain't never think it was nothing though. But he didn't address that. Or perhaps him and 50 might have talked behind the scenes.
Yeah, that too.
No doubt, man. But let's get to the response, okay? Snoop responded, I think maybe the same day, later on that day. And he was saying, because Kendrick made a remark like maybe it was the edibles, you know what I'm saying, that had Snoop doing that, you know what I'm saying? And Snoop replied back, it was the edibles, you know what I'm saying? Then he said something, West King, I kind of like how he handled that. Like, all right, I'm gonna take my slap on the face. I ain't about to roar back at you. You know what I'm saying? All right, it was the edibles, fam. You got it, bro. I'm moving on. You know what I'm saying? So I salute that because I do want to see the West unified.
Mm-hmm.
I salute that. But yeah, that pretty much summed that up. It's not really too much of a story there because he pretty much saluted him. Boom, and we can move on from that situation. But